but I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
Right now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight.
You can. That's whenever I want to.
New shockwaves are rolling through the boxing community after fresh training footage of Floyd Mayweather Jr. surfaced, revealing the 48-year-old legend still looking razor-sharp. The clips have sparked heated debate, with some fans daring to suggest a dream matchup against Terence Crawford could be possible. But not everyone is excited. Several boxing insiders and former pros are already sounding alarms, warning Crawford to stay away from any potential clash. Their message is clear that Mayweather's speed, reflexes, and defensive genius haven't faded nearly as much as people think, and stepping into the ring with him remains a dangerous gamble.
Terence Crawford would beat a prime Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight, but Crawford, master thinker just like Floyd. What the advantage that Floyd has is that he has great defense. The advantage that Crawford has is that he not only can fight orthodox, he can also he's versatile. He can switch to the southpaw stance. And we all know that Floyd don't like to fight southpaws. We know that. What happens when you have a guy just as smart as you are and able to make adjustments like Crawford? What happens when you have a guy that can hurt you with either hand? A guy that's powerful and strong like Crawford. A guy that's quick as Crawford. A guy that can fight you in the pocket. A guy that knows how to execute that Philly shell. He knows how to bust through that. He'll have enough to beat Floyd, and he'll have enough to gain respect and hurt Floyd too. I don't think he knocks him out, but I think he'll win in close decisions. Hey, I want to know what everybody else thinks.
For many, the warning isn't about doubting Crawford's greatness. After all, he's widely seen as the best pound-for-pound fighter today, but about respecting the unique puzzle Mayweather presents. Even past his prime, Floyd's ability to neutralize opponents, dictate pace, and frustrate elite fighters remains unmatched. Veterans point out that Crawford, who thrives on breaking down opponents over time, could find himself trapped in Mayweather's defensive web, unable to land clean shots or impose his rhythm.
But Mayweather's the only one with no losses on his record right now. It's a tough thing in boxing to go that long.
I mean, you also got Andre Ward, but that was like, what, 32, 34?
Yeah, but Ward lost one somewhere in there.
No, I think he's undefeated.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's not as much as Mayweather. And the other thing, too, is that Mayweather, the resume, if we go back to the resume.
But you know what? I love that because everybody says Mayweather didn't fight nobody. He fought this guy.
Yeah, they don't. Those are people that don't know about boxing.
Mayweather fought everybody they put into him. It's not his fault he saw Pacquiao late in Pacquiao's career. It's not his fault.
Floyd Mayweather's current training routine gives weight to why so many pros are cautioning Crawford about ever stepping in a ring with him, even at 48. Despite being retired from pro competition, Mayweather still hits the mitts daily, works pad sessions that show off his reflexes, and maintains a cruising fitness built not on heavy lifting, but on high reps, core drills, cardio, and efficient movement.
So I want to make sure that I eat the right foods because I take care of my body. You know, even since I've been out here, I make sure, you know, I go for a jog, probably not like I did when I was competing. I do like a little 4 miles. Try to do 450 push-ups.
No.
450 sit-ups, yeah.
Well, you keep funny hours. Like even watching the All Access stuff with you keep real funny hours. Like why you want to sleep at 9 a.m. to 3 and then be up all night running around the streets? Like, have you always kept funny hours? You keep funny hours.
Remember, we work hard to become our own boss so we can do what we want to do. The ultimate goal is to go to sleep when you want to and wake up when you want to. See, when you don't wake up when you want to, then guess what? Somebody's controlling you. And I don't want to be controlled because I want to be my own boss.
After Crawford defeated Canelo to become the undisputed super middleweight champion, Mayweather told TMZ, "The best man won." He also said the fight was good for boxing and praised the excitement it brought. Regarding Canelo's future, Floyd noted that boxing takes a lot out of fighters physically, hinted that wear and tear might be catching up, but that's something only time and the fighters themselves can decide. Mayweather left the possibility of a rematch open, saying, if they want it, it could happen. If not, they'll keep it moving.
on Saturday night, even though I think a lot of people who were fans were not exactly sure, would Canelo win? Would Bud be big enough, strong enough to handle Canelo's power? Well, the answer to that question was yes. I saw you place the bet, won a lot of money. Congratulations. What are your thoughts? What was your reaction to the fight, Floyd, as you watched Bud and Canelo in there on Saturday?
Oh, it's good for boxing. It was exciting. The best man won.
Is Canelo washed up now at 35 years old?
Oh, I don't know. Boxing is a lot of wear and tear on the body. Maybe so. I'm not really sure.
Would you be interested in seeing a rematch, or would the fight be the same? Would it ultimately end up the same way?
I don't know. It's up to those two guys. They want to do a rematch. Do a rematch. If not, keep it moving.
Would you watch it, or not any real interest?
I'm pretty sure I'll watch it. If they did it again, I'm pretty sure I would.
However, Mayweather has publicly suggested multiple times that Canelo is so easy to defeat. He's made remarks suggesting that defeating Canelo was easier than many give credit for, and has mocked the idea that just because someone stopped or beat Canelo, they deserve huge praise. The context seems to be him defending his legacy, pointing out that Canelo had vulnerabilities, that he was still young and developing when they fought, and that beating him doesn't necessarily equate to being the best.
You could take a guy like Canelo. This guy could do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Many boxing analysts also argue that Terence Crawford, despite his win over Canelo and perfect record, still can't yet be placed on the same pedestal as Floyd Mayweather because he lacks that unbeaten 50-0 legacy Mayweather owns. They say that to truly eclipse Mayweather in the greatest ever discussion, Crawford needs more than high-profile wins. They believe he must take on someone like David Benz, considered one of the most physically imposing, dangerous fighters in boxing today.
Canelo is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say? Well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
Jeff Mayweather acknowledged Crawford's skill and recent success as he said, Crawford is a great fighter, and that many were surprised by how dominantly Crawford won his big fights. However, when compared more broadly, Jeff made it clear where his loyalties lie. He believes Floyd is still the safer pick when it comes to prime versus prime. He also criticized comments like those from Canelo, suggesting they're made to elevate oneself by comparison. Jeff said that while Crawford might be intelligent, he doesn't accept that Crawford surpasses Mayweather's defense.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So.
What was Canelo? What, 20-something? 20 what? 23? 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Yeah, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
man, that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people, but
how you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime when you were 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, sure would. And that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
Want
to make himself look like he did something great.
Before Terence, Crawford stepped into the ring with Canelo Alvarez. Jeff Mayweather made it clear he believed in Crawford's ability to rise to the challenge. While discussing Crawford's chances, Jeff suggested that a victory over Canelo might do more than just cement his pound-for-pound status. It could open the door to an even more legendary showdown. He pointed out that Floyd Mayweather, though 48, remains in exceptional shape. And if Crawford delivered a career-defining win, the calls for a fight with Floyd would be difficult to ignore. Given Crawford's relentless drive for greatness and Floyd's unmatched legacy.
Like the Magic 8 Ball? Do you think that'd be something in his
I don't necessarily think that is something that he's looking for, but I mean, of course, if he gets past Canelo, he can fight as many bums as he wants to, just to make the record.
Do you think he would do that, or do you think he would?
I don't know. He seemed like he's a class act, and he seemed like he'll do whatever he feels. But I don't know. I mean, at what you said, 37?
37, yeah.
37. Yeah, that's still a lot of fights though.
Oscar De La Hoya recently weighed in on the comparison between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Terence Crawford, and he came down firmly on Mayweather's side. De La Hoya insisted that technically Mayweather remained superior. He praised Crawford's performance, noting how he moved up 3 weight classes and outboxed Canelo, but said that in terms of boxing craft and ring intelligence, Floyd still holds the edge. De La Hoya argued that Mayweather's ability to avoid damage, his timing, and his defensive mastery make him a fighter who was just more technical.
And who would do it? Because Canelo after the fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford. Not just because he beat me and it was a close fight, whatever, or that I stepped in the ring with Mayweather, but I really feel that technically Mayweather's a better fighter.
Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has made it clear in public remarks that he feels there's no point in comparing his career to Floyd Mayweather's. Each belongs to a different moment in boxing history. He acknowledges the greatness Mayweather achieved in his time, but insists that Mayweather's era has passed, positioning himself as boxing's current standard. His recent performance, moving up weight classes, becoming undisputed in multiple divisions, serves as proof that he is carrying the sport forward.
He was in the ring with both of us, so a lot of people, they can say what they want, but he's actually been in the ring with both of us. One where he felt like he was at the best, and another where he felt like he was at a disadvantage when he had a rehydration clause and he was younger. So, I don't know, I don't go off of that. Floyd is the best fighter, in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter in my era.
Crawford has often expressed admiration for Floyd Mayweather Jr., acknowledging the role Floyd played in shaping the path for fighters of his generation. He has credited Mayweather for setting a standard with his work ethic, defensive genius, and ability to control the business side of boxing. For Crawford, Floyd's career serves as both a blueprint and motivation, showing that discipline, intelligence, and self-belief can elevate a boxer beyond the ring. While Crawford positions himself as the face of today's era, he does so with respect for Mayweather's legacy, noting that Floyd paved the way for many fighters to take ownership of their careers.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boss, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll beat his.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, and I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Brian Backmindy, Terence Crawford's longtime trainer, has been vocal in his belief that Crawford surpasses Floyd Mayweather in key areas. He argues that Crawford's versatility, being able to switch stances seamlessly, adapt to any style, and finish fights with power in both hands give him tools that Mayweather never fully possessed. Bomac highlights that while Floyd built his reputation on defense and control, Crawford has combined technical mastery with a more aggressive, crowd-pleasing style that produces knockouts at the highest level.
I saw you before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. Everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.
Commentator Max Kellerman argues that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still looms large in boxing's history thanks to a deeper resume, his speed, defensive mastery, and the high-profile names he has beaten, which are nearly unmatched. But Kellerman also emphasizes that Crawford's path has been different and perhaps in some ways more courageous. In contrast, Mayweather often picked his moments, especially after reaching the top weight classes. Crawford has taken on more risk, fought everyone available in his era, and continued pushing upward through divisions. Kellerman suggests that while Mayweather's signature is nearly legendary, Crawford's emergence, as arguably the best of today, comes with its own weight, not just in accomplishment, but in legacy built through consistent challenges.
Floyd was fighting everyone right up until the point where he started to make money. But as much credit as you get for making, the primacy of business, for making business your priority, well, that comes with trade-offs. Because when you make business decisions constantly, sometimes your athletic achievements won't be regarded in the same way as if you made athletic achievements your priority. That said, Mayweather has accomplished a tremendous amount athletically. But the three fighters he didn't fight, Antonio Margarito, Manny Pacquiao, when he was obliterating De La Hoya, Hatton, and Cotto, and Shane Mosley when he still had something left. And while he will wind up fighting Pacquiao and Mosley, it'll both be, at the right time for Floyd. That said, what about at the right time for Floyd? He's also ancient. A fighter approaching 40, fighting at the level Mayweather is fighting, is unheard of. Mayweather, until recent times, would be considered one of the greatest older fighters that would be the whole story. Oh my God, can you believe how old Mayweather is? It's a little bit unfair to Floyd to say, well, you're picking these guys at the right time. Floyd is old.
Kellerman has argued that Manny Pacquiao and Crawford deserve to be ranked above Floyd Mayweather Jr. on pound-for-pound lists, despite admitting Floyd's undefeated record and skill. Kellerman points out that Pacquiao began his career at very lightweights and moved through multiple divisions, proving himself against elite opposition at each level, often accepting fights that many avoided. He says Pacquiao laid waste to these divisions. And although he respects Mayweather's defensive brilliance, he believes Pacquiao's resume, risk-taking, and multi-weight class dominance give him a slight edge in the debate.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that.
Right.
I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter. Then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship. And then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. has also questioned whether Mayweather truly faced the toughest opponents at their peak, suggesting that many of Mayweather's wins came against fighters past their prime or not at the top of their game. Jones points out that even Mayweather's high-profile rivals, such as Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao, were not always in their absolute prime when he fought them. He contrasts this with fighters like Pacquiao, who in his view consistently accepted big challenges and fought top-level opponents when it mattered. Jones argues this gap means Mayweather's 50 is impressive, but perhaps not definitive proof that he is the greatest ever.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. He maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought him? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
he fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto is an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.